Hey guys, latest news with Crypto Marie, local and international. Why buying a car is more expensive than ever in the US? I asked myself the same question. Thank you, God, I was able to purchase a car 2 years ago, so it does not affect me. And I stay in my lane. I am not going to purchase a car that I cannot afford to make the payment. Some people wanna be like the Joneses, try to go around showing off, buying cars they cannot afford to pay based on their income. And they ended up with the bill, ended up repo, and I do not want to have to deal with that. So let's go together and find out why cars are more expensive than ever here in the US. The cost of a car ownership in the US surged after COVID shut down assembly lines and made vital semiconductors cost. Then the Federal Reserve rapidly raised interest rates to combat high inflation, making car loans more pricey. As a result, in December, the average sticker price for a new car was $48,759 in the US, or a near record $770 a month to pay off over time, according to researcher Cox Automotive. That sticker price was almost 30% higher than in January 2019. Pent-up demand left over from the pandemic is keeping sticker price high even as factory production has returned to full strength. Used car prices are also elevated as an inventory remain low. How have U.S. car prices changed? For more than a decade before the pandemic, with supply and demand and sync and with interest rates super low, the average monthly payment bumped along at about $400. By December 2022, almost 2 years into the COVID pandemic, that number had almost doubled to a record $788 a month. New car prices have come down from a peak of more than $50,000, but higher interest, the Fed started raising rates in March 2022, has kept monthly payment high. And a lot of people are suffering because of that. The average, let's see, used cars aren't much better, with an average monthly bill of $561 in November, according to auto researcher Edmunds. That's up 37% from $410 in late 2019. The average overall cost of owning and operating a new car in 2023, including fuel, maintenance, and insurance, was $12,182 or $1,015 monthly, according to AAA. AAA's, that's up about 14% from $10,000, $728 or $894 in 2022. Even with high price, new vehicle sales rose 13% in December compared with a year earlier to 1.4 million vehicles. Why have car prices risen? Although car prices have declined slightly from their peak, loan interest rates have made up much of the differences. The average rate for a new car is about 9.6% according to Cox, up from 5.5% in late 2019. The rate for a used vehicle is 14.3% compared with 8.2% in late 2019. That's left many Americans struggling to afford their monthly bills. The proportion of Supreme Auto borrowers at least 60 days past due on their loans rose to 6.11% in September, the highest in data going back to 1994, according to Fitch Rating. And many car owners are now underwater on their loans, which occurs when the market value of a car falls faster than the owner can pay down the loan for it. November, Americans with negative equity were underwater by an average of $6,054, the most since April 2020, and well above pre-pandemic average. Again, guys, car prices going up, and we see why. Since the pandemic, it tried to go down a little, but not as much. We will love it, and it is unfortunate that happens. Would it ever go back to normal? We don't know. Is the auto supply chain back to normal? The supply chain holds up in global semiconductor shortage that crippled car manufacturing and pushed up price have subsidized, but car companies have been slow to replenish their inventories, not least because elevated price helped them notch big profits in December. Dealers were holding about 70 days worth of inventory, according to Cox. Again, we are hoping one day things will go back to normal, but it doesn't seem like it will happen at any time soon. That's close to historical average and enough to spur incentives that equal, no, not incentives, sorry guys, to spur incentives that equal a 5% discount from sticker price, about double the year ago discount, Cox said. But automakers raised price so much over the past year that cars are still about 10,000 costlier now on average than they were in 2019. If you are having any kind of car problem, you're about to buy a car, do some research first. Shop around. Don't just find a car, fall in love with it, say, oh, I love it, I can do it. To me, to make a $600 to $800 car payment monthly is unrealistic. I don't know how nice and deep your pocket is. If you are not making money in Hollywood, if you are living a paycheck to paycheck, if you are struggling to make it and you get a $600 monthly payment car, you're going to struggle. And I don't see why people do it. It is up to them, to which is on. Do your own research before you purchase a car, period. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.